Hey everybody, it's Anthony. This is a tech time with Alex sort of thing, like Redstone Minute, I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, the Redstone Minute with Alex. I've issued a challenge to him that he's already done, but I wanted you guys to see building a self-building bridge out of cobblestone, like a cobblestone bridge that self-builds and self-repairs. And I've seen it before. It's pretty good. So yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and do that.
Well, guys, I'm Alex, I'm Anthony's friend, and we're here to do some redstone work. Um, I have done this before. Um, it's just something that Anthony asked me to do really a couple months back, and I gave it my best shot. Now, obviously, he's already mentioned the challenge, building a bridge that repairs itself. If you've noticed, I already have the pistons lined up. I do not have any of the redstone circuitry down yet. That will come later. I just basically have some of the basic stuff that I'm going to use. And if you notice, I did use Invent Editor, so I have all the stuff that I needed. Um, and it's not like I use it because I do a lot of work with just redstone, just building in general really, and just the stuff that I build. I mean, if you're like Anthony or like any really other person doesn't use it like I do. I use it a lot more than I should, but when you're kind of trying to do stuff like this, you kind of have to. Um, hey guys, I've paused the video just so I could do some bit of work. And this right here is my cobblestone generator. Basically, the water is pushed back, way back there, so that it barely hits the lava here, and it makes a cobblestone, which is just going to be forced out onto my pistons. As I said before, my redstone isn't set up. I have to get to that later, but yeah, that's what this whole setup is. Hey guys, this is my redstone repeater. It's the first work of redstone I've set down today. Basically how it works is it will just power the redstone and it will loop around this track infinitely, or until I decide to shut it off really. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. If all goes well, those lights should just keep going around and around. Yeah, that's about really all this is. This is actually going to be the main source of power for the whole entire system. It's going to bring the blocks in, the blocks out, and it's going to rebuild the bridge essentially. So say if you wanted to, this would be like the heart of the bridge system, so you're probably going to want to have this protected from anything. So yeah. Hey guys, I've set up the redstone power for the cobblestone generator. And it's gonna hook up to the repeater. I had shut the repeater off so I could just hook everything up without like having the machine run. And as the reason for the repeater line here is so that I can get this to be finely tuned with the bridge mechanism itself, so that it would the cobblestone would come out and it wouldn't like jam the whole system, and if it would work perfectly and the block would come out after every cycle of the redstone circuitry. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn that on and just show you what the basic movement of the piston is, and to see if that actually will work correctly. Sometimes the lava and the water, they do not make the cobblestone fast enough. But I think my first trial run has actually succeeded. So it's just gonna pump out till its maximum limit of, I believe, is 13, and that is gonna hit, I think, the last piston if I set this up correctly so far. But normally it won't go out in a row like this; it would be pushed out too. But as you can see, I did miscalculate, and I'm actually one piston short. I'll have that in later in a minute for you guys. So yeah. Well, hey guys, you'll notice I finally have redstone back up. I finally have all my pistons in, they're wired. You may notice that it has an awkward lattice work with repeaters and redstone. Well, it's with the way that the redstone works with the repeaters that I have to kind of do this. And last time when I did it, I had the lattice work was shortened, but this time I didn't really have the correct setup. I did this last time. I'm in a bit of a different area, but yeah, that's still the reason for that. My cobblestone generator's all lined up, and we haven't fired it over yet. So I'm gonna go over here to the repeater, and I'm gonna turn it on. I disengage the button for epicness. It's awesome that this is happening at sunrise. I'm gonna flick it on. It may not work at first. I may have some problems. So far, the pistons, they are all firing. But, as you can see, the cobblestone generator is not working because it is actually firing, it is trying to push out when the pistons are, and you can't really bend the prong of the piston. So what I'm going to do is mess with the timing here, and hopefully this will work. You just gotta flick these things back, delay them, and then, see, you want the cobblestone generator to be pushed out after these pistons come back up. It does take time for the bridge to build. You'll notice I've set up kind of a end line for the bridge. I mean, it's made of pumpkins, so I can see it during the night time. I actually may still be one off of it. Nope, I'm in line. Hopefully once this hits it, it will stop and it'll hit the next one. But if it doesn't, it's just going to slide the pumpkin back, and it's just going to reset that line. And that seems to work fairly well. So the bridge is actually up and running. She's functioning. Later, I'm probably going to demonstrate how I can just blow it up, and then the bridge will fill in holes. It does take approximately 10, maybe 15 minutes for the bridge to rebuild. It is a slow process, but you have to remember the cobblestone generator is lava and water, so it takes time. And it's really now, the way it's set up, I'm actually doing maximum capacity. I mean, I could have this thing go half the speed, and it would take, obviously, twice as long. But, yeah, I'm gonna stop the V for a minute, and let the video, continue, and bring you back in when the bridge is, settled. Well, guys, have you noticed the... Oops, sorry. No. As you've noticed, the bridge is a lot further along. I did have to pause the video for quite a lot of time. I mean, the bridge does take a lot of time to rebuild. You'll notice here, the actual size of the bridge is the very limits of the pistons themselves. So you could build just one for your guy to walk across, just a thin one. Really whatever, and I mean, I've seen ones that have the water come as a stacked version, and you could have this hole fired off by a button, but for the size of this one, I do the repeater, so it makes my life easier, so I don't have to keep hammering a button down every couple seconds. And I mean, if you like the bridge, try it out. I mean, if you can't figure out how to work it, post a comment. I'll talk to you and see if I can get anything done. I mean, I don't count myself as an expert on redstone. I fiddle with it. It's just kind of a hobby. It's like playing COD or Gears of War. I just kind of do it for fun. Yeah, I mean, as I said, you can make a compact one that you could move with you, and if you don't really have like internet like I do, you can just, it only takes like really, if you really wanted to do it in a compact version, like 4 blocks of redstone, a bucket of lava, and a bucket of water, and some glass, and a couple of pistons, and that's really like 2 pistons would literally all you be need to build this. I just like to build it in this scale to show you how, if you really did want to build it in this, how you would go about doing it. Um, as I said before, the lattice work here is because the pistons don't want to interfere with each other, and you can make it shorter. The maximum length is actually just this first space of lattice work. The second piece is just extra for this video, plus I kind of think it looks cool. You'll notice the actual timing on this hasn't been changed, so it actually worked perfectly with this. And the bridge is actually just finished being built. Obviously, it's a bridge to a line of pumpkins, and I mean, you could have one like across that way and it connects, and really however you want to go about it. And like I said before, it's really the largest scale bridge you could possibly do, so you can't really expect it to go on forever. You can't span infinite worlds with just one little system. That would kind of be a cheat to Notch. But I'm going to hand the keyboard and the mic back to Anthony for a minute, as he wants to talk about anything or go over details about anything, blah blah blah, technical stuff. Here you go, Anthony.
Alright, I have to say, good job, good job. As I've seen this before, but I think you did a good job. Feels strange holding a diamond sword, but, um, yeah, I think you did my challenge. Yeah, and I already have an idea for your next challenge, but I can't say it out loud because I don't want you to know it or anybody else. But the next time you'll do this will probably be in just a couple more episodes of my thing. So, yeah, that's really all for now. See you later, guys.